Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle here at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, maybe 6 points too.
Ball teed up. Austin Seibert out for the kick. And we're off from U.S. Bank Stadium. Calvin Austin on the return. Returns looking good so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And bringing them out an electrifying runner and a former first-round pick back in 2021, Justin Fields.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
Second down now, 7 to go. They give now to Najee. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, Fields. He has the first over the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Pick up a 5 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They go play action here. Taken in by Luke Musgrave. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Running it after the penalty. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if we see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That throw finds Pickens. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And that will not be enough for a first down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he'll go down here at the 16. They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the first. A give left side. Here's Harris. And he has this one down to the 8-yard line.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. This one's caught. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
All J.J. has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win. And there is something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. Most importantly, just ask his teammates over the years. They love playing with him. That is a characteristic that's important, and I don't think talked about enough, Kate. Do your guys in the huddle want to play for you? Do they believe in you? Everywhere J.J. has been, he's lit up that huddle, and success has followed.
And he'll get it up to the 44. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. One of the tight ends in motion left. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Christian Benford up to make that stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Running it again with Dobbins. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
It's now 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's caught for the first. And he'll head out of bounds at the opponent's 35. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. Escapes a defender. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
McCarthy to throw it. Able to find Wright. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
To his back, J.K. Dobbins. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. Where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go.
It's Vikings ball as we return for the 2nd, and they've got to be thinking points here. From the shotgun, McCarthy. This throw is caught. So now here's 3rd and 5. Back to the air, McCarthy. Drops back. Needs an open man.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Seibert's kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Returns looking good so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The visitors are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Running behind center with Harris. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Fields on third. Wilson's got it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line. You feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
And he will get the first as they touch him down.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision. One, they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
They give to Harris from the gun. Works his way to the 35. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's a Steelers first down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
I wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. To the air, 3rd and long. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers now lead by 10. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers drive their lead to 11. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Minnesota all set to go for its second drive. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
That's good. For Vikings, first down.
Here's McCarthy to throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Trying to find his tight end. And now they face second down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
On second down, here's Dobbins. Interrupted of a small 4-yard chunk there. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. Extra man in the secondary for the Steelers. Third down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Pressure's there, and the steel curtain closes on him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And it's out of bounds without a whole lot of room for error. He hit it well. They're saying it's out at the 4. The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock, because safety really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Fields. Oh, he got some air under this one. Deep down the middle. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers push their lead to 18.
Vikings 3.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Pass is caught by Addison. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Christian Benford up to make that stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 31-yard line.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. He's out near midfield and still going. And finally stopped at the 34. They get 35 out of that one. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there.
Encroachment, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Looking to throw, McCarthy. The throw is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Vikings, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. The Vikings looking for a score before halftime. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Now McCarthy. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete. So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. McCarthy throwing here. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings make it an 11-point ball game. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. On the return, here comes Austin. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Fields throwing here. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Dallas Turner there to bring him down.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
A pistol snap, Fields. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp. A 3rd down run with Harris. And this time they get to him early and stick him along the line of scrimmage. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Here's Harris. And he'll get it up to the 44. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Vikings will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. Hockenson reels it in. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Piniero's kick is good. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. From his own end zone, here we go. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That brings us to the break. The Steelers taking a lead into the visiting locker room. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And it's the Bengals who are out in front as those two head towards the break. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they lead the visiting Denver Broncos at the half. Justin Herbert with 2 touchdown passes. These two teams heading out of the tunnel, and we're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate? These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Vikings start getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 38. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 2.
Give to Dobbins to start the third. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. All set up now for 1st and 10.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. On target to Dobbins. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Throwing on third, McCarthy. Sideline shot is snagged by Hawkinson. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. They've got a man in motion. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll motion a tight end left. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. So before this is punted away, officials stepping in. Looks like a timeout was called by the receiving team. 4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play action, Fields. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. He's got it at the 30. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing it.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And he'll have it down to almost the 10-yard line. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Fields out of the gun. This throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Less than a yard needed here on 4. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Fields to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards. Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. Another try following the sack. Chased out to his right. Cut near the goal line. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw, here's Fields. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers push their lead further to start the half. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Steelers lead by 15 now.
Vikings 13.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
And the Vikings first down.
A give right side to Dobbins. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Jordan Addison, the intended target. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
And 12 yards to go.
Here's McCarthy to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And you can see in these clips quite an extensive highlight reel he's put together in what is a 4-touchdown game for him already.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say this guy's in the zone. I know in hoops, sometimes shooters say that hoop looks and that basket looks enormous. Right? I know on a golf course you're thinking, man, everything is a birdie. For this guy today, 4 touchdowns on the ledger, he's made it look easy.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. Dallas Turner there to bring him down. A pickup of just a yard on 1st and 20. Still 19 to go as it brings up 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Fields. That one's complete, right side. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a... Pressure coming, it's Fields. The screen pass falls incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. Punt meets him at the 28. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it's going to be Vikings football. On first down, they'll run. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
37-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 37. Able to find Hawkinson. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10.
That's good.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Dobbins trying the right side. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. He cuts it to and he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him, to do their job. Got to block up front. Receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
The Steelers offense headed out. They'll start with a give to Harris. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Fields throwing here. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Looking to throw Fields. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. That's caught at the 25. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. First and 10, give to Harris. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Harris once more. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Fields looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
First down, Pittsburgh.
From the gun, they go with Harris. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to hold him down near the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Staying on the ground with Harris. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and Now they're left with 3rd and 7. A pistol snap. Fields. On the move. Headed right. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. A very short kick here from the right hash. Gay's kick is good. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. This one falls incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And now it's 2nd down.
The coverage by Joey Porter Jr.
Throwing from the gun here. Completed over the middle. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it's going to be 2nd down. Back to the air, McCarthy. He's got time here. He's looking deep once again. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And once again, they can't connect. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 4th and long. McCarthy to throw for it. Oh, Mika Fitzpatrick has it. And the Steelers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Steelers looking at a 3-0 start to the season. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Now Fields gets this one to Harris. He breaks a tackle, and he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. And he's able to get this down to the 36. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running left is Harris. And he only gets a little here, down inside the 35. Now the Vikings use their third and final timeout. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run it with Harris. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. They've got first down from the 31.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Steelers.
Running behind center with Harris. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Mike Tomlin eyeing that play clock, and he gets a timeout just before it runs out. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. The outcome's decided here, but we got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play. They can let the clock run out here, but let's see if they resist the temptation to add on 3 more instead. This from 40 on the right hash. His kick is good at the end, but boy, Brock, we might see some words exchanged at midfield here as they add 3 to the win as time expires.